Hi guys. Good evening. Come on in. Come in and join me. I am working on a project. I talked about this, I don't think it was this morning. I think it was my video last night. I was talking to you guys about it. And that just kind of even made me want to drag it out and do a little bit more with it. So come on in and join me here on my page. My name is Tammy Neff. You're on my page called Tammy Loves Vintage, where I like to share with you all of the things that I love, and I hope that you will love them too. So the first thing though, before we get going, I posted a picture late last night of the tissue boxes that I finished yesterday, and you guys were liking the little hand mirrors that I have, and so I thought I would show you. I had a lot of questions come in, and also you can see in the comments from that video. Hi guys, thank you for the thumbs up. But this is what I hung them with, and sometimes I hung them this way, and sometimes I hung them this way. And so this is just an old mirror. This one happened to be beveled, and so I hung it this way. It was in good shape. It's got a really long handle, but I've been collecting little hand mirrors, and but I know you guys were asking how I hung them. So this particular type of plate hanger, it's called a plate hanger, I got at Walmart. I believe they carry those at Walmart. You can find them all over the place. But so you'll want to, measure the size of your object that you want to hang. Usually it's a plate, but in this case I used it for the mirrors. So this mirror then would hang on the wall just like that. So that's how I hung them. It wasn't really any big, I better put it up here so I don't step on it. I'm sitting down on my floor. So, okay. So I wanted to answer that for you guys and actually show you in a video rather than just, I kept answering plate hanger, but I didn't know if everyone even knew what a plate hanger was. So you get them probably in the housewares. I know if you have a local antique shop, they usually carry plate hangers as well. So if you caught my video where I was making the tissue boxes, I was just chatting while I was creating. And I talked about a project where I had tried painting. My friend Kelly Weiler had inspired me to paint, and I have this huge board. It's probably, I don't know, 36 by 36. It's a pretty big board. It's just a pallet board, super heavy, but I painted and distressed some flowers on it. I don't think I even showed her because it's embarrassing. But I'm in her art group. And there are a lot of artists in her art group, and so yeah, I kind of one of those like a seat warmer, right? I watch and I don't say much. I say hi, or I say thumbs up, or great job, or that's beautiful, but I don't really ask questions or anything. I just kind of hang out there and look and admire what everyone else is doing. So this project, so I didn't like the flowers that I made. They hung in my bedroom for several months, maybe a year, and I looked at them all the time and I didn't love them. So thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. So I didn't love it, and so I took it down, I painted it cream colored, and I added all of these interesting features. So I'm gonna be moving you guys around here for this, but so I played with it and I really liked what I was getting. And if you remember, I was telling you how I did it and then I still didn't love it. So this is like gauze and plaster, and I added all of these elements. This is just another type of plaster that I did. I've got some crackle going on, if you can see it right here. I'll check your messages in a minute, you guys. I'm gonna keep going for mostly for like my YouTube channel. I put a lot of videos on there, and when I have people will say, keep it going here on the lives and stuff. So I always go back and answer your questions at the end, but the YouTube people can't see the questions, so they're kind of lost. So, but the videos automatically go over. So anyway, I always answer the questions at the end. So if you have a question, post it. I'll be happy to answer you. But so I embedded then in this palette board, here's sheet music. Here is an old envelope. Let me get you up here a little bit closer. So let's see. Yeah, there's the old envelope with the postmark and the stamp. Let's see, I have, oh, you know what? You guys, hang on. I doubt that I'm going to have a whole bunch of people because I saw the Shabby Trees live and Tracy's Fancies live, which are two favorites. So but I wanted to get this done, so I decided to go live anyway. So here we go. So now let me show you, and then I'll put you back so you can watch what I'm doing. But like I have these big rolls of paper with like advertising or something on it. So I Mod Podged that down, and then I plastered over it. Here is another piece of that. I know a couple of you have bought the rolls of this stuff. I almost went too much with the plaster, but the big brown pieces are not old. So here's like a 1908 calendar that I ripped apart. It was like someone's old agenda. What else is in here that's interesting? There is another letter. It was Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then there is the postmark for that letter. And then check out this handwriting in this old letter that I found, or old envelope. And then let's see, this is Christian Living, so it must have been sort of maybe I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've done this. Let's see, be strong in the Lord, and let's see, yeah, it's just like little uplifting things, and some of them have the like there's Ephesians, you know, some of them have the scripture link. There's a Psalms one, but I've covered it up so much it's hard to see. And then all of the rest of this is just from those rolls of paper. So I really did a mix. This one is something about the summer, and my daughter's name is Summer, so I put that on there. So I tried to be somewhat, I don't know, thoughtful. This one talks about being by the sea, and we always love, you know, being at Kelly's Island is like my favorite place ever. And so I put that there. We also have boated with our kids for years and years. So, you know, being near the water is special. So I put that on too. Let's see, I just got my cord in the paint. So hang on a minute, you guys. I'm going to get paint all over the place. Oh, and I did. Oh, I'm getting it on my tile. So hang on, look. Oh, it's all over. See, hang on while I clean this off. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I was looking at what you guys were seeing and not at my mess here that I have here. So, okay. Oh my gosh, look. I really have a mess. So my brush, I've been using a brush. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you all that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I think we're in good shape again. So, all right, here we go. So, just to give you a perspective of this board. So I'm sitting at my, like kind of like the L-shaped bar where there's the bar stools that I sit on all the time, and you guys see the background all the time. So I'm in my kitchen at my sink. So that gives you an idea of how big it is. I'm still trying to get back far enough there you go. So that gives you an idea, right? Okay, so so can you tell the difference in this side and in this side? So I had all of the papers on and all of the plasters, but it wasn't popping and it wasn't doing anything for me. So after a few months, I went and got all of this hardware, and I added these hardware pieces to it. And I liked it better, but I still wasn't loving it. It still needed something. And I just don't know what it needs, but I know that it needs something. So I added the hardware. I like the hardware. However, the boards were so hard, and I just screw it in and go. Like, I'm not a pre-driller. It makes my husband mad at me when I don't pre-drill. But so everything's crooked. See, that little thing is crooked, and I couldn't get the screw all the way in. So see that screw sticking out? That bugs me. Can you see? Oh, I don't even know if you can tell, but I can sure tell. It's sticking out. And then this one down here is crooked. See how crooked it is? When it took, it just pulled it up a little crooked. Even that one's just a little bit, see, it's a little bit low on the right side. So it's kind of annoying. That kind of bothers me. The other thing was, I've shown you guys before, when you put a screw in, like see that silver screw on the right, and then see the other screw on the left in the bottom. I use a Sharpie marker to try to make them go away, but I don't know. The Sharpie marker wasn't doing it for me on this particular project. See how you can, I still feel like they're black and they're not great. And then see here, see how black they are. I don't know. The Sharpie marker wasn't working for me. So I got out my Country Chic paint, which you guys know I sell the Country Chic paint. You guys, a lot of you have ordered from me. This is a color called Brandy, and Chocolate Tart is what I'm using. And oh, and there's one of those ration things that I was telling you guys about, those ration tickets. That is an original that I bought from an Amish guy. He was an awesome guy. And yeah, I bought a whole little, not a whole bunch, but like maybe 3 or 4 sheets of them. And I thought they were super cool. Anyway, so I took the darker color and I painted them in. And look how much better the screws look. They're like gone. They're going away. It doesn't help the crookedness, but look how much better. See that? Now you don't see the screws as you did before. So let me show you, like this one, I only had the brown up here. I didn't bring a cream. So I kind of need to tone that down a little bit, but it's still better than that shiny silver with the black. So I'm just using this little artist brush. I'm sorry I'm wiggling you around, but I feel like you can see closer on these little details here. So let me get you up here. Oh gosh, how am I gonna hold my phone and do this at the same time? So when you look, it just goes, look, it went away right before your eyes, right? It's just the perfect rusty mix, those two colors together. So I'm just painting all of my screws. So here's look at that top one, shiny black. I'm gonna put some brown, and then because there's so much black around it, I'm gonna like just dap a little bit of brown here and there to kind of blend the screw in. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here, dap around just a little bit, it kind of implies some rust. And then the middle one, I don't know, I might tone it down just a little bit. I'll just tap it a little. I wasn't hating on that one too much. So okay, so there's that. And then when you come down here, I sort of have the same thing going again. See these? Oh, look at them. You guys can see them. Just take a look at that. That's ugly. So I'm jamming it in there, and it's okay. I just went off the board, and that's fine. And so I'm gonna paint this screw that's hanging off. It's one of those honeydews. Like I'm thinking maybe he would see how crooked these were because he's a real perfectionist, and I thought maybe this would drive him insane, and he'd help me fix it, but I don't think he's looked at it. There's too many things in this house for him to see every little thing, right? So, and it's not that big a deal to say, could you help me fix this? It's just not that important. And then this one's not as bad, but it is. Let's just, oh yeah. So much better though. So my brown's off just a snap on this one. So I'm just going to tap some around just so that color is randomly there. Okay. So I think now I've hit all of the screws and I already feel better about this board. I can tell you that. So I'm going to throw that thing out of the way here, and then let's come back around, and I'm going to put you guys in the tripod thing. Oops, I'm sorry. Flip you. You're looking at my kitchen. Oh, there, you're looking at me too close. Okay. So let me get you set up here so you guys can see. But I just thought I would show you that. I mean, a Sharpie marker typically solves that problem. But in this case, it just was too black. So it wasn't working for me. So let me move you in here, and I'm going to show you. So I was working over there before I came live just to make sure that it wasn't going to be hideous and, make sure it was going to be okay. And I really think that this is what it's needed all along. Now, I did add some darker color to it, and I added a little bit of dark wax. I was being really careful so that I didn't, it's easier to add than to take it away. So I'm always careful. Sometimes I see these girls and they just go at it and I love it, but I'm just cautious. I don't know, I'm just nervous about it. So I'm gonna just go slowly here and play, but I thought I would show you guys. Let me get you squared off there a little bit better so you can see all of it. And maybe if you wanna watch what I'm gonna do, I'm just dipping into more of the dark color than the light. I've kind of got them together here, but more of the dark color and then mixing them, sort of mixing them together. Then I have a water sprayer, and this isn't one of those soft mists. This is a blow it all the way, you know, strong one. I've got it on spray. And so I'm just gonna wet it here just to get it, you know, a little drippy, I guess. And I'm only gonna just work this top little area for now. And I'm sure you guys have seen this with people that paint furniture and stuff. It's this totally the same technique, okay? But I'm just trying to do it to make this piece of art. I guess it's an art, you know, whenever someone creates something, I don't know, people always tell me I'm an artist. I am not, I can't draw anything. To me, an artist is someone that can make something, paint something that looks real, like flowers or a landscape or something like that. But I think, you know, I'm definitely creative. I'll take that hat. But an artist, I cannot wear an artist hat. I realize that this is different and unique and creative, but I just don't call it art. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it as art. Now, I guess it's kind of arty. I mean, I guess I could sell it as art, but like, an artist is an artist, like art, right? That's what I love. I envy that. So I'm just adding wherever I've built up the texture. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me get you in here even a little bit. Yeah, you can see, but let me get you a little bit closer so you can really, really see. So like here's a really nice wrinkle. And here especially is where like the old weathered stuff would gather, you know, right here. And we did a lot of this. You guys remember that wine cellar that we did? This is the sort of the look that we did at the wine cellar, and sort of how we, pretty much how we got the look that we did in that wine cellar and made it look really, really old instead of new. And I'm dapping this because when the drips come from the top all the way to the bottom, they don't quite look maybe as authentic like rust would do. So these two, if you can tell, I've done a little bit of dark. So this is like, if this was really here, I hate that it's crooked, but if this was really here for, you know, for years and years, it would be rusted. It would have, I'm going to dip in again. It would have a little bit of, you know, it's patina dripping down. So there you go. There we go. And I want it to go down into the music. I don't want to lose the word summer, but I may. There we go. So I want it to drip. I want it to go down, but I don't want it to go too far down. Okay, and that's what makes it look like it's been there forever, right? Because it's dripping down, just like the drips would drip down in real life. That's what would happen. Oops, I might have hit that too much, and if I did, it's fine. I just go in, mist it a little bit more. See them start to go again. Okay, I could, and then you can also drag it with your finger, and it kind of makes it like if I want to see. If I want it to drip out, I can just use my finger and pull my finger. I can just use my finger and pull it out a little bit. So, okay, let's come down here and do this one. You guys still have this one. Where am I? Oh, okay, let me move you down. I had to find you. All right, so I'm gonna, I get it a little bit wet because if I go in dry, it kind of sucks it right in, and I kind of want it to move around a little bit. So I'm getting it wet first. This is a technique, my goodness, you guys, I've done this years and years ago before all the furniture painters were doing it, but who would have ever thought of doing it on a piece of furniture? Like, we did it on walls, but I never thought of it as a furniture thing. And again, it's one of those artsy perspectives, like, why wouldn't you? You know, of course you would do that. And I just never thought of it. So I think it's so cool. Okay, so I feel like it's getting some dimension now, and it's a little bit more interesting, and I'm still being tight. I'm still being careful at the crevices I'm putting it in. I can get crazy later, but I'm just being careful. I think I guess careful is the word that I'm being. So let me see. Oh, here's a nice crevice down here. So let me move you down a little bit more. Let me see if you can see right here. Yeah, you can see. So there's nice like a ledge or a ridge. So I'm gonna get into that right there. And I might even take it down the other side of it, and then I'm gonna drip it right down the middle, and I'm gonna grab some off just to stop it from going too far. Then thin it down a bit more and let it go a little bit further now. Letting it go over that envelope, which really makes it look embedded. Can you see there's an envelope below? Oh, let me get you. Okay, hang on, let me adjust you down. Whoops, let me adjust you down just a little snap here. Let's see, which knob do I turn to do that? There you go. Is that too far? No, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna do a few more places here. So let's do this. Let's do this particular latch. These are all just latches and things like, they're things that you wouldn't put on a tassel or a bottle top, and I just thought they were really cool. And when I had my store, I tried to buy these things that I could hang necklaces on, you see, or purses or bags or whatever. All of these little, everything here pretty much, not everything, but like this has a handle that you could hang off of. This has this handle here and this little thing right here in the lock that you can hang from. This big hook. There's a hook right here that we could hang from. You could hang from this and this. There's a hook down here. Like all of these, look at this one, you could hang off of this old key. It's a key, and you can hang from that. You could hang from this. So that I bought all of these things for display purposes for when I had my store. So that's why I have them. Whoops, I just got somewhere I didn't really care to have it, but it's fine. We'll let it go. I'm not sure you guys can see that. Let me see, where are you seeing? So that's kind of why I have all of these pieces, and like the hinges I just thought were cool, and if you ever had a piece of furniture that you needed something like that on, it's just kind of they're just kind of cool to have. So that's why I have the hinges. And you just never know what you're gonna, I've stuck a hinge on all sorts of things before, and so when I get them, I just keep a hold of this stuff. You never know when you're gonna need it. I may rust this out just a little bit, like that. Yeah, the dripping just really, oh, can you see me? Sorry, you couldn't even see that. The dripping just really softens it a lot. So, yeah, and it really makes it look like it's just been outside and the rain has gone down and down. So I'm gonna do this key area. Hang on, I'm gonna do this key area right here. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so I'm gonna just put some in. I'm going over my Bible verses, so I don't want to, I want it kind of thin so that we can still see all of that. And then I'm gonna go back in here with just a little bit on the sides. There we go. Okay. Oh, I love that drip, but I'm gonna have to clean it up. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see how this is turning out. I need to drip over here by the this big hinge right here. Can you see the big? There's the big hinge. Whoop. Okay, so I'm going to do that one next. Again, the water is just softening the whole background so that it doesn't absorb all of the paint, and then I find myself fighting trying to get the paint to move. So the water gives me a little, sort of a little slip and slide, I guess. I guess that's what you would call it. So see how it just treats it like it's raining, like the rain. Yeah, and you can just drag your finger and make it do, and see how it's can you see how it's dripping all the way down to the bottom? Yeah, and it just looks so good, and I love how that softened out over on that paper. So that looks amazing. I got too much of that light color. Let me see if I can poke just a little bit back in here, because if it were raining, that hinge would probably, you know, like splash against the backdrop of it. So like that. There, that's better. Okay. Oh, I guess I should put a little bit here. Let me see what I can do with this hook. Can you see the hook? Maybe move you up here to see the hook. We're gonna do something with this hook. I'm not crazy for that. You can really see how brown, but I don't know that I want to paint. I like the crustiness of it. I like the cream color. I kept thinking I might use it as a jewelry hanger, but I think it's more, and I'm gonna call it a piece of art, but it's kind of more like that in my room. But it could totally be a jewelry hanger with all of these places to hang from. I think it could be really cool. So, all right, so I've got that cream colored softened down just a bit. So let's just see what happens if we add just a little bit of brown here, like it's coming off of that. Grab it before it trails too far down. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's super cool. See, I got a little bit on that lock. I think I got a little bit on everything except this hook that's really low, and I'm not sure right here. Yeah, you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it. So let's go ahead and do it. My crooked hook. It's my crooked hook. So let's see here. Let's see if I just put a little bit underneath, because the rain's gonna more go, you know, down and out. It wouldn't be on the top. And then it's just dripping down onto, this is a drop cloth that I have here. It's just, oh, it's an old bed sheet actually, but you know, I'm using it for a drop cloth. So, oh my gosh, I think that's better. I think that's so much better. Now, so what'll happen, paint always dries darker unless it's flat paint. So all of these places will be darker, like up here is darker. So I can go back in with the light if I feel like I've went overboard. But I really think that might just pop it. All of these papers are wet, so they're extra dark brown. They'll be more like this one. So I kind of need to just let it rest and see what's going to happen. See when the darkness from the wet water goes away, then the paint will show and I'll see more of what kind of drips I have. And there's no reason that I couldn't go back in with a white, maybe even a white wax if I needed to, but I think I'm really gonna like it. I think it's got more dimension now. It was very polka dotty looking to me. It's awesome up close. It's so interesting up close, but when you're across the room, it's kind of, these things are dotted. I love the depth of them. I love what they're doing, but they're kind of maybe not placed well. I'm not sure, but I really like the piece and I love what I was doing and trying to accomplish. So yeah, maybe I need to sell it to a retailer, because that would make an awesome jewelry display. But anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see if you have any questions. Anyone that may have joined late. What did I do with the mirror? Oh, I put it up here. I showed you guys getting several messages about the plate or about how I hung the mirrors in my bathroom that I showed you. After I finished the tissue box, I always try to show, style them in whatever I'm making and style it in the house and show you what I do with it. And so I took a picture from a distance and I just wanted to show you. Everyone was messaging me and commenting, how did you hang your mirrors? I hung them all with plate hangers. You can get these at Walmart or antique shops, but you just pull the spring and clip it. Now a couple of them were a little tight and I had to bend them and play with them. This one's borderline okay. I mean, it's barely grabbing, but it's got it. No one touches these, so it'll be fine. But I thought I would show you guys that in person rather than try to explain what a plate hanger is, because I'd comment back, grab a plate hanger, and that's what I used. And then they would say, well, what's a plate hanger? So I thought I would show you. So, okay, let me look at your messages and see if anybody had any questions that I can answer while I'm on here. Oh, look, Abby was watching. My daughter Abby was watching. Wonder if she still is. Hi, Abby. Hi, honey. There's Mary. Hi, Mary. Oh, she loves me. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I miss her. Hi, honey. I love you too. That's my California girl. My Arizona girl is on her way here right now. She's driving, so she should be here probably like 3 a.m. So I think she's going to be here very, very late, but she's coming. Yes, I do get tired, Shayla. I'm kind of tired right now, actually, but I really wanted to get this done. So, and then I wanted to curl up and watch Netflix, but I always have it playing. Like right now it's on. I just have it stopped while I do this video. So I'll get back to that. Hi, Brenda. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Tanya. Any more questions? There's Robin. Hey, Robin. Oh, I love the handwriting too. That's awesome. Thank you. And Vicky and Jane. Oh, Jane, you just sent me a message. Okay, I'll look for it. It's art to you. Well, thank you. I mean, I get it, but you understand what I'm saying. Like an artist can paint a flower that looks real. And these girls, oh, I'm in the little Bluebird gallery too. And I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't have time to mess with it, I guess. That's the thing. I think if I had time and really applied myself, I might be better than I think. Maybe. I mean, they say anybody can do it. So, hi, Kathy, you're new here. Well, hello. Welcome to my little page. If you like vintage, you might like to stick around and follow us. So we're always doing really cool vintagey things. Doing good. How are you doing? How are you doing, Darlene? Janet, oh, thank you. You like it. Well, thank you. And Jane likes it too. That's awesome. And Penny likes it. Oh my gosh. Did your other girl come? Did my other girl come? I don't know. I don't know. Angie showed up this morning and we went and we sanded all day and then we painted. We got primer on every room and got all of the sanding done and we finished the trim except 2 windows in 1 bedroom. So we're doing good. I don't know if you mean her or do you mean my daughter? She's on her way. So that might be what you meant. She's on her way right now. So I'm so excited. She's like, Mom, I'm going to get in really late. Go ahead and go to bed. I'm like, yeah, right. Sure. Like I'm going to sleep. There's Hazel. She dropped in. Yes, you catch the replay. I know there's some good pages on right now. So totally go. You love it, Rosie. Well, thank you. Thank you. You love it, Janice. You love what it does. It does. It makes it look old. Yes, my California girl. She was on there and that's sweet. Yes, my daughter. Yes, yes, yes. And thank you, Lori. Love, love, love. And I love you for loving it. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to go. Oh, and the most exciting news. So I've been working on a logo. I think I've been posting, did I post it in here? I think I put it on Instagram, on my stories on Instagram and under Tammy Loves Vintage. And people were voting on which one they wanted. And I ended up and went with one that I didn't even link. So I had a friend of mine, Erica, she designed it and I wasn't crazy how the greenery was in the background and she's like super busy, has a little girl and she's like, I don't have time to mess with it. I'm like, oh honey, it's fine. I just was having trouble finding someone to help me make this logo. I'd been to Fiverr, I'd been to Etsy, I've all over the place. So anyway, I was at a baby shower this weekend and I was sitting with a friend of mine and her daughter and I was talking about it and she's like, well, let me look at it. I might be able to fix it for you. And she did and I love it. And her name is Lydia and she's amazing. So I'll be sharing my new logo with you guys and I think you're gonna like it. It's an old looking shutter and it says Tammy Loves Vintage. And when I opened my store called Tammy Loves, it was 2013. So we established it at 2013 because that's when kind of the whole store thing started and, you know, the thinking of the name and my page. Now we've evolved to Tammy Loves Vintage because I had to close the store. Let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it was 7 years. So I closed the store like March. I think I had to be out by April 1. And so the timing was good, right, to get out, but still hard. You guys, the ones that have followed me know how hard that was. But so I'm kind of, I don't know where I was going, but I'm kind of still doing that in a way with you guys, but it was really hard to still call it Tammy Loves because I kept thinking about the store and I kept putting it like there, like it's at that place. And so my thing keeps going down. I keep going down with it. So I feel like changing it to Tammy Loves Vintage lets me kind of hone in a little bit on what I really love. And instead of, because I left it really broad, so I could say, you know, Tammy loves dresses. We're having a sale this week, or Tammy loves bracelets, or Tammy loves country chic paint or whatever it was. And I really like to be able to do that. So now I've really honed in and I come up with Tammy Loves Vintage. So I did that after I closed the store. So it's just new. I'm trying to get everything together, but the logo thing has been such a nightmare. So anyway, between Erica and Lydia, we got it. So I'm so excited. And Lydia's like, she texted me today and said, send me any other projects you might have. And I thought, oh boy, she's gonna dread saying that to me, because I have all kinds of projects. So I do have some ideas and things that I would love to get done, but I don't know how to do them. So she just might be my girl, and I'm excited to have her helping me out. So I wanted to give her a little plug. Anyway, so it's just nice to have friends and people that can help you and want to help you out. So I'll be sharing that soon. I sent it off to the girl that does my website and asked her to put it at the top of my website. So it's still called TammyLoves.com. She's having an issue getting the Tammy Loves Vintage to go with the website page because of all of the being able to sell things, and we were able to schedule classes, and we have a group where people are making payments. So all of those things are affected, and so we may have to keep the website location TammyLoves.com, but when you get there, it says Tammy Loves Vintage. She thinks she can get it, but it's just taken her a little while to figure it all out. So, and I don't know anything about that. So that's Danita, my friend Danita. See, I have friends all over. And so Danita's gonna take care of it. But for now, we're at TammyLoves.com. So if you've been looking at Tammy Loves Vintage, you won't find us. You'll find us on all the social media there, but you won't find us on like a .com. It's TammyLoves.com. So for you new girls. So anyway, oh, and I got new dough bowls. Oh, I don't want to tell you that because I don't want to have to be boxing them all up with summer coming, with my daughter coming. But I did, and I have a few of you that have already ordered. I don't have them on my website yet. I probably won't do that until she leaves, unless, she's got some friends to see and stuff. So I may be able to get some pictures sent to Danita so she can get them posted, because I did get a lot this time. I've sold out both times of everything, and I keep getting waiting lists. So I ordered big, and that should take care of everybody that needed one, and then I'll have some on the website for shoppers. So that's all good. So there you go. I have all kinds of stuff to tell you guys. So have a great night. Sorry to keep rambling. Can't wait to see my logo. I know, I think it's really nice. I think you guys might like it. It's just some old shutters with our name. I used the same font that I bought when I had the store. I had a really hard time picking the lettering, how I wanted the letters to look, and I wanted them to not be fancy or intimidating, or I wanted them to be fun, happy, not fun, but happy and easy to read. So I did that. You too, Jane, thanks for watching. And so I really like the font that I picked, and I was happy when Erica used it, because I sent it to her and I said, use whatever you want. Here's the one that I use. And she's like, I love it. And she used it, and I think it looks great. I don't know that it looks super vintage, but I don't really know what vintage font would look like anyway. So, and I'm happy. So I thought, well, it'll be a nice mix. So anyway, you received yours today. Oh, good. Oh, you got the one with the hole, Penny. Great. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry I missed that. I don't know what happened with that first one that you wanted with the hole. I haven't looked at all of these that came, so I don't know if there's holes or not. Like I said, I ordered a lot, and they come like taped, strapped together in 5s. So I didn't even bust the tape with her coming, and I'm just gonna baby step everything. So you guys know I'll do my best to take care of you all. Right now I'm dealing with lace orders. So I know some of you guys wanted some old lace and some sheet music. So anyway, you guys have a great night. I'm getting hot. Time to go hang this baby up and let her dry and see, I'll look at it for a while. I'm almost out of things I can do with it besides maybe framing it. That would be something maybe I could do, but I kind of just like it raw like that. So anyway, thanks for watching me get it to where I think I'm gonna love it. And I made up for it. Oh, so you like the new one that you got? I thought that was pretty awesome. Except if you're gonna fill it with the beans, like I told you, I'm worried that they'll fall out the hole, because the hole's, it's not at the bottom, but it's not too far up. So you'll wanna watch. In some of the bowls, you can kind of tip a little bit forward, maybe stick a little something behind it to just lean it a little bit, and then you can put more beans down in the bottom. So I meant to talk to you about that, Penny. So hopefully you're catching all that, but you can message me if not. So anyway, have a great night, you guys. Sorry. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.